Good morning from Rolling Country Outdoors. Scott here. Today we are going to start out with putting a light outside of our, it's actually the pool house, but this is where we take the dogs out to the bathroom. And with it getting so dark early, she would like a light out here. So I'm gonna put a light up here with a switch. Okay, so this add-on to the spring house is something I did earlier this year. For the pool equipment. The pool equipment's in here. The heater and the filter, and we got our canoes, kayaks in here, and our little boat. Anyway, so we're gonna put a light up here. I'm gonna come right off. I ran all the wiring in here. This is a light for up here. We'll come right off of here, and I'll put a light up here. There's the plan. I'll figure out where I'm gonna put a switch in here, but this is what we're getting on. One thing I was just gonna comment on, the door just closed on me. The wind is blowing today. It is a beautiful day out, but the wind's blowing today. Pretty good out there. But one of the reasons why I created this channel was just the different projects that we do around here. I watch YouTube. I watch Outdoors with the Morgans. I watch Arms Family Homestead, Lumna Acres, and we do a lot of similar things. Just a lot of stuff outside, and just interesting. What I find interesting. Hopefully, other people find it interesting. I don't know, but the main reason is a lot of the projects we do. There are a lot of people that would hire this stuff out, and my philosophy is why hire out what you can do yourself? I mean, you can save some money, you can learn. Maybe people just don't have the time to do it, and they just soon pay somebody to do it. And there are some things that I will do that too, but by and large, I just assume do it myself and learn something. A lot of times you can save a ton of money. Now with labor rates are so expensive, and I just refuse to pay. And to be honest with you, I have paid people in the past to do stuff, but you get crappy work, and it ends up where they won't finish, contractors won't finish, or I watch them and just do shoddy work, and I'm like, man, I can do that even if I don't know how to do it. Go on YouTube, look it up, watch a video, learn, and then do it yourself. Even if you have to do it twice, it's still probably going to be cheaper than it was hiring somebody to do it. So if I can do it, my wife and I, and if we can do it and save some money and learn something, that's exactly what we're going to do. We've been fortunate enough. We've got some equipment around here with the excavator we purchased earlier this year, the Kubota tractor that we got with the house here. We bought it. It's not a big tractor. I'd like to have a bigger tractor, but it does what 85% of the work that we do around here. The excavator's been invaluable. I've got a heck of an oil leak in it right now. Need to get that fixed, but that'll be in a different video. But man, if you can do it, and if you can learn something, do it yourself. I just have not had good luck with contractors at all. And I actually owned a business before, Computer Network Services. And the reason I created that business was I felt like people were getting taken advantage of when they were trying to get their computer fixed or looking at new computers. I felt like, people were taking advantage of. People were taking advantage of service people were taking advantage of people that were bringing their stuff in to work on, and would be a simple fix, but it would turn into something completely different and cost more than the computer's worth. And that's the reason why I opened that business. I've since sold it, but that was the whole reason that I built that business. Was I felt like people were getting taken advantage of and not being, people weren't being honest about what was wrong. And I equate that to everything that I do now. I mean, we have taken on some bigger projects with this RV carport, and it's taken a lot longer than I hoped it would have taken us. And had I hired it out, yeah, it'd have been done and we'd been able to use it, but it probably wouldn't have been done the way that I'm doing it. And I mean, we started putting that the siding up on the front yesterday, and it looks really good. And I just don't think a contractor would have taken the time or the effort, and he maybe even wanted to do it the way that we're doing it. And that's this way we can customize it and make it the way we want. We're not. It's not as fast. You know, I work a full-time job, and we do this on in evenings and weekends, so it take longer, but um, it'll get done. But don't be afraid to jump in projects. Don't be afraid to learn something. Don't be afraid to do some research, and um, just don't be afraid. Just jump in and do it, and learn something along the way. And you know it's done. It's done right. So anyway, let's jump into this project. We're going to put a light switch in and a light, and then we'll jump on something else. So hang tight. All right. Gotta have my coffee, my Lumna Acres coffee. That's another YouTube channel, Lumna Acres Coffee. It's great coffee. Like this is in the woods coffee. It's a dark roast, really good. It's my go-to on the weekends. All right. Let me see here. What I could do is just tie the new light to the existing light switch, which goes to here, which actually goes to a plug up there, and we can just turn that off. If we don't need the inside light, we just need the outside light. I think I might do that. Yeah. Then I need to come off of that plug. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Let me turn the power off in here. All right, I'm going to need to go get a little ladder so I can get up there. Okay, got my ladder back on it here. Now I'm going to take this cover off and then see if we just can't tie in to it. Because this plug is connected to that switch down there, so they'll all be on a switch. I'll just tie right into that. This is 14-2 wire, good for lights. So we're going to put this right here. So I am not a licensed electrician. I'm just a guy that wants to put a light switch in. But this type of electrical is pretty easy, so don't be afraid of it. I've got the power turned off, so no chance of electrocution. Okay, here we go. Okay, so all I'm going to do is plug these into the back of the plug that I have up here. Should be good to go. There we go. I'll wrap the ground against the ground. Really doesn't need because it's a light switch. Oh, you know what? Big dummy. I did not put it through the I didn't put it through the box. So I have to cut it and route it. Big dummy. Just knocking out the cover so I can get this wire through there. Okay. Okay, there's that part. Can you hand me that chain down there? Alright, so we want to put this light in the middle up here. So, like this door is like 32 inches. So right here is going to be the center. Let's take a look at where. Tell me how far up or down you want it. All right, there. Higher. Higher, lower. About the middle. Should. Little people. How does this thing turn around? There we go. Oh. Scratching at the window.
She went down. Wait, down right here.
This one. Okay, I'm just putting this bracket up there to attach that light to is what I'm doing now. All right, let me get the wire through there. Okay, I need to route these wires. I'll just go along the same path. There the wire is. Hidden pretty good. Enough for what we're doing. Okay. think that is all we need. I just need to put the light up, bro. I got to cut those bolts are too long, so I need to cut them off. So the little caps will snug that up. Hope I can do this without messing up the threads. Now, let's see if I can get the threads in there still. Well, I think that's going to work. Should do it. There we go. I think that'll work. I'll need to come back and put some silicone on top of that. Yeah, I believe that'll work. Now we just need to hook it up in here. All right, let's get this wrapped up. Pretty simple, just hooking black to black, white to white, ground to ground. Pretty simple, just white to white, black to black, tied them up. Now I'm going to tape them just to, this room is not waterproof, but just to keep any what moisture might get in there. That ain't going anywhere. All right, that should work. I guess let me try it. Let me turn the breaker back on. Well, that's a good sign. The light came on. Let's see if this one's on down here. Yep. Yep. That ought to work. Now I just need to put the cover back on. So, how much would an electrician charge to have done this job? Let me straighten the camera up. Y'all are crooked. I don't know. I mean, this is taking me way longer than it should have. But if you charge by the hour, what does he charge? $50 an hour? I don't know. This is probably taking at least an hour, I guess. But I don't know if you could get an electrician out for $50. I mean, I think it's going to be a minimum of $300 to put a light in. I mean, I tied into the existing outlet that we had, so typically I would have put a switch in, but I think this is fine. Just run off this because we don't want the inside on. We just turn that off, and then the outside is on. So, yeah, I think we're good. So yeah, I mean, how much would this cost? $300 to get an electrician out here? I mean, that's insane. You know, if you're not real comfortable with electrical work, just watch some YouTube videos on it. It's really easy. I mean, I always turn the breakers off. Some people work with them on, but I'm not that confident. But yeah, it's pretty simple. Added a exterior light, and I'll go back and I'll caulk that later. I gotta find some caulking, and then so yeah, let's see what else we can get into. Need to put some bird seed out. Like watching the birds in the wintertime or anytime,